Hello, gorgeous. How are you? Caitlin, Psychic Moon Mentor here to bring you a release and clearing for today's full moon in Cancer. Say hello as you join, whether you're here or catching the replay. If you are catching the replay, let me know what time you're catching this, wherever you are. I'm Eastern Standard. So those of you who don't know me, we have quite a few new members here. As a Psychic Moon Mentor, I help, here we go, we have lots of people coming in. Hello, hey Raylene, hey Jenny, hey Joanna, so good to see you. Bethany's here. Yes, full moon magic, let's do it. Let's get together, let's clear, let's release. We have some new members here. So if you don't already know, my name is Caitlin. As a Psychic Moon Mentor, I help individuals through lunar abundance align their own energy so that they can reconnect with their power, calm confidence, and create a life of abundance that they desire. Joanna, yes, Samantha's here. Hey, Samantha. Cool. I'm so excited to bring you a little bit of my magic. So I work a lot with individuals one-on-one to help them clear outdated cycles. So often, right, we're run by our subconscious mind that we're not conscious of, right? We're not aware of, and it can influence our emotions, it can influence our thoughts, and therefore it can influence our behaviors. And so if you're not enjoying some of the results that you're seeing, if you're not enjoying some of the manifestations in your external environment, then it's helpful to start here. It's helpful to start with the subconscious. It's helpful to start with your own energy first, so then you can see the external change. And so I want to bring you a little bit of my magic. We're going to do an energy clearing tonight. So my one-on-one clients have experienced this before, and we're going to do it with a collective effort. So if you've attended a moon circle or a manifestation circle or a women's circle, then you know the freaking power. Sarah knows. Hey, Sarah. Then you know the absolute power when women come together, when individuals come together with a similar intention and pure of heart. We amplify the energy, we amplify the intentions of each other individually and of the group, and magic freaking happens. So first, we're going to talk a little bit about the specific full moon, and then we're going to get into a little mini clearing for you. So let's see, do we have any Cancer signs in the house? Cancer sun, Cancer moon, Cancer rising? Drop it in the comments. I'm just curious to know if we do. My south node is Cancer, so these are attributes I am very, very, very familiar with. So our south node is an area of life and past lives that we have overdone. And have been exaggerated. Sorry guys, part of why I was late is because my tripod is missing the piece that actually holds my phone, because my lovely 2-year-old loves to get in my stuff and it's missing. So we're doing what we can. So let's see. Okay, Samantha, yes, a Cancer sun. Okay, so those of you who have a significant Cancer placement may notice you're more largely impacted by this full moon. What does that mean? I'm going to start to shuffle some tarot cards to pull and talk about this collective energy of this group and this full moon. And while we do that, let's talk about what a full moon is. What can happen around a full moon? A full moon, we can see her brilliant and bright in the sky. Fuck yes, 10 of Pentacles. Holy shit, that's a great one to start with right out of the gate. Okay, so full moon, she's beautiful and bright, and is that energy of like completion, right? Of the 10, completion. And it can be this culmination, it can be an ending point, and as such, we can choose, we can decide to celebrate. We can decide to celebrate and have joy and look back on all that we've manifested, how our hard work has paid off, things that brought us joy and gratitude. We can choose to celebrate those things at the full moon. And And as most people know, it can be an emotional time. It can be a stressful time. And it can be this especially if you're someone who doesn't do the inner work regularly, if you're someone who doesn't do the shadow work and look at those attributes of ourself that are, not of the absolute highest light and vibration, right? Which we all have. I don't like to say good or bad because they're all just different energies on the spectrum. And as humans, we're meant to experience it all. But if you don't usually do the work, then at the full moon, you're going to feel it. You're going to be super stressed. Something's going to go wrong. You might injure yourself. You might get in a car accident, something like that, because those energies are coming up. You're not used to processing them, and they come up around the full moon because the moon pulls on this beautiful water element, right? Just like she controls the tides. Okay, interesting. Sorry, I'm noticing my cards here. Just as she pulls the tide, she pulls on our own water element, our emotions. And so this specific full moon in the sign of Cancer, just similarly to the moon, helps us dive into subjects like our intuition, our psychic abilities, spirituality, our home, and our comforts. So a great thing to do after this clearing would be to get cozy and comfy, maybe drink some warm tea, have a hot bath. Let's do one more card over here. And make yourself comfortable. So full moons are great times for releasing. They're great times for actually looking at, okay, what's no longer serving me? What am I sort of done with? What's been played out? And what can I release? What can I let go of? And so that's what we're going to get into tonight. So right now there is a bit of confusion about some of what's gone on this past month. I feel like the whole month of December has really been, this might not be the deck, has really been a month of healing, has been a month of slowing down. And so often as intuitives, as sensitives, it can be a bit easy for us to be disconnected from our body. And so this month has really been a reminder as that fatigue comes in, as those exhaustion plays out, and some of that confusion comes in, a reminder to take care of ourselves first, to take care of our physical body. And, let me know if you have a movement practice that works for you, a body movement practice. Let me know in the comments. But, I'm so often telling my clients about how physical body movement helps our emotions move, right? We don't have to make logical sense of it. And in fact, most times we can't. Like logic and emotions, they're different languages. So you're not necessarily supposed to make sense of, why do I feel this way right now? Like, no, it's an energy, it's an emotion, it's coming up to clear. Let it move, help it move your body, move with the breath, move your physical body, do some yoga, go for a walk, something that you enjoy, but get moving. All right, so I liked how we started with the 10 of Pentacles. So 10 of Pentacles is like full on freaking abundance. And so if right now you've been feeling stress, you have been caught in like your physical environment, maybe you don't have the money or the job or the relationship that you want, that you ultimately desire. But this is a reminder of it's coming. It's coming. Keep having faith. Keep acting now as if you already have those things. Keep believing and trusting yourself that what you want is really yours. A time of celebration is now. Let yourself celebrate even the little things. Joanna says, slowing down and loss for me, extremely exhausted, ready to let go and let the light shine through. Amen. And then we have the Two of Wands. Right. And so with some of this confusion, right, because we have a clash with Neptune this full moon, so we can be quite emotional, whether that's like happy and excited, happy to be around family, or like Joanna's saying, like freaking exhausted and like, stressed and lost, and I'm processing grief. So I'm like angry and I'm sad and I'm confused and all the things, right? There may be a temptation to act, to change your environment, to like move physically out of your situation. However, right, the Two of Wands is reminding us, no, no, stay still, stay where you are, and just reconnect to the fact that you are the observer of these things. You are the observer. You don't have to, sometimes that acting, that wanting to move is another way that we sort of avoid the emotions and the energy, and don't face it on fully. So it's like, stay put, stay where you are. You're exactly where you need to be. There's nothing you necessarily have to do differently right now, but find some stillness in this moment. And then thirdly, we have the Queen of Pentacles. So I love that we're like surrounded by this abundance. So Spirit is here telling us, like, you are surrounded, you are supported. What you want is on its way to you, right? And reconnecting with that idea that you are a sovereign being, you are powerful. Reconnect with your heart, right? As a queen, right, she looks over her people, and the best queen, right, takes into account their needs and things, right? And so as that, it's like, okay, right, and all this green, this lovely green color, connecting back to my heart. What do I love? How can I lean into my own desires, give myself love, so that then I'm at a fuller cup, I'm at a fuller capacity to show up in this leadership role, to positively impact the world around me like I want to do, like I desire to, one, to bring that abundance into me, but also that's just like a factor that drives my life, right? Okay, let's see what energy is ready to be cleared. So I'm trying to pull a card. I wanted to flip out to help us see where we're going to journey on this emotional release. Okay, so if you've never experienced my energy cleanses before, they're almost like a guided meditation or a shamanic journey, right? And so right now, I want to invite you to get cozy. We're going to close our eyes and go within. You may like to have a journal nearby and something to write with as ideas come to you or as you decide what you want to release. And you may not. You may just want to sit and enjoy this energy exchange. So if you would like this energy exchange, whether you're here live or catching the replay, please say yes in the comments. Just letting me know you're ready to receive a part of manifestation, right? Calling it out, writing it down. Yes, I'm ready to receive. I'm ready to clear. I'm ready to release. So replay or live, just drop yes in the comments. And I'll invite you to close your eyes with me. So let's ground into this moment. Close your eyes. Get out any little wiggles. Get out any little stretches and settle in to wherever you are. At first here, we're just going to notice the breath. We're not changing anything just yet. We're just going to observe your natural rhythm of breath, your natural depth of breath, your natural rate of breath. Feel the sensations as the air comes in through the nose, down into the lungs, lifting the chest, expanding the belly, warming and coming up and out again. And keep following that breath in and out. You may notice the coolness of the air on your nostrils as it comes in. And on the exhale, you may notice the warm air leaving the body. Gently Start to slow down your exhale. So normal breath in, slow breath out. And we're going to take 3 breaths together. Nice deep breath in. And a slow breath out. Nice deep breath in. And a slow breath out. And this may be extra, but we'll go ahead and do one more. Breath in. And out. Beautiful. So I'm going to pull and see what emotion comes up for us collectively that is of our highest good to cleanse and clear. And while I do that, I want to invite you to play and explore, staying open and curious for what Spirit has for you today and for what your own higher self, your own intuition has for you today. So start to play with this idea that we're on the edge of the woods. We're on the edge of the woods and this grassland, this patch of grass. And we're getting ready. We're getting ready to embark on a little journey into the woods on this trail, headed to a cabin. But before we do so, right, we're on the edge of the woods, waiting for our companion. And just notice what energy is present there as you're at the head of this trail, standing in the grass. Notice what you're wearing. Notice your hair, if it's up or down. If you notice the wind blowing through it. Interesting. Okay. All right, at the edge of the woods. And behind you, you start to hear footsteps in the grass slowly approaching you. And you turn around and see your companion who's going to go with you on this trip that we're about to embark with this full moon in Cancer. And you smile as you see them. Notice if you embrace or take their hand. You take a big, deep cleansing breath in and out. And then we take one step into the woods. Starting to walk down this dirt trail. The trees are bare as it is winter and all the leaves have fallen. Perhaps on the side of the trail you notice these fallen leaves, these browns and reds and rusty colors. And you head deeper into the woods. And the sound has changed. Notice how the sound around you has changed. What's different? What can you hear? Perhaps your own footsteps, perhaps the footsteps of your friend, your companion, perhaps the rustling and shuffling of your own clothes as you continue to step down this path. And just ahead, about 100 yards further, is the small cabin in the woods, surrounded by these tall, tall trees. As you get closer and closer, you start to hear the sounds of the bubbling brook just past the cabin. And you smile. This place feels so familiar. It feels like home. And as you approach the door of the cabin, notice what color it is. Notice the textures of the door. You reach out for the doorknob and feel the cool metal against your hand. And with a turn of the wrist, you open the door and head into the cabin. Your companion follows you inside. They start to prepare the fire. As you take off your cloak or jacket and feel the cozy comforts of this safe space. Take a deep breath in and a slow breath out. You take off your shoes, your jacket is off. You walk over to one of the windows in the cabin. There's a little love seat there right in front of the window. And you kneel down on the furniture and gaze out the window. And part of you goes back to a younger time. A younger version of you when you felt so much lighter, so much free, so much more free. And part of you wonders where that version of you is, where that version of you went. And so at first here, we're going to call in the not so feel good energy. And I want to invite you to stay open and curious with whatever this energy may have for you today. So everyone receives differently. I'm going to repeat a word multiple times. And as I do so, I want to invite you to fully embody this energy, fully let it in. We're only going to be here for a couple moments, and then I'm going to help you move through it, move through this energy, move through this emotion. As I repeat the word, you may notice a memory. You may go back to a certain age. You may think of a specific person or place. Again, everyone is different. Something might come into your mind's eye. You might hear something, notice a sensation in your body. Or perhaps nothing at all will come in, and that's okay too. Sometimes it comes in later. Everyone is different. There is no one right way to receive. All right, let's take a big deep breath in and a slow breath out. Fully welcoming in identity. identity and loss of identity. Loss of identity. Sitting with these words, with this energy for a few moments. Welcome to any knowledge. Ooh, there we go. We're getting some releases in there. Some energy's moving already. Loss of identity. You may feel a sensation specifically somewhere in the body. A specific memory may come up or something else. Loss of identity. Loss of identity. We're going to clear this and allow this to move. So the essential oil with this is release. So with your own energy, you can set your intention. I call in the energy of the essential oil release. If you have that oil, it's a Young Living blend. Go grab it, use it. Your intention is all that you need. You're going to take 3 deep breaths in. Big breath in. Exhale slow. Really push that energy out. Let it go. Release. Big breath in. Slow exhale out. Really pushing it out. Letting that energy move. One more breath in. And out. Beautiful. Eyes closed if they're not already. Coming back into that cabin space. You suddenly catch yourself in that daydream. Unsure of how long you've been away. Not present. And you turn your body back to the middle of the cabin. And you notice that your companion has started the fire and it's strong now, ablaze. And you walk over to the middle of the room, near your companion, near the fireplace, and you sit down on the rug. And you start to share with your companion how you're ready to release, you're ready to let this go, this feeling of lack that you've somehow lost a part of yourself, that you're somehow different, and part of you has been contemplating what's missing, if you're not enough. Your companion listens. And they reach out to you with a small embrace, not saying a word. And they signal with their body language to gaze towards the fire and invite you to just sit with them, gazing into that fire on this cold winter's night. Releasing any feelings of loss, any feelings of shifting of identity, any old parts of you that maybe are fighting to hold on, and release them with love. As we grow, as we expand, we shift, we change, and that's okay. Part of that process feels uncomfortable, and we can send all parts of ourselves love, support, that love feeling so simple, just like the warmth of that fire in front of you. And after a few moments, you're reminded of your purpose. You're reminded of your strength. You're reminded of how you're not missing anything at all. And there's part of our humanness, there's part of our ego, there's part of our social conditioning that wants to stay the same, that wants to fit in, that likes what's familiar, and you are connected with your purpose. There's nowhere you need to be. There's nothing that you need to do. You're connected with it. And as you allow yourself to witness that fear, any tightness, any constriction, I'm feeling it like in the heart area, and then even like in the bronchial tubes, like the esophagus and below, right, headed towards the lungs. Almost vaguely like a holding of the breath, right? This fear of this separateness, that there's something you need to seek out, something you need to find. That's okay. That's not your truth. Your truth is here, in this moment, with your spiritual guide, sitting in front of the fire, being reminded in this coldest, darkest season of the year of your own light, of your own will, of your own magic to get things done, to transform, to heal, to love. Today, you're being reminded to let nature be your guide. Just as the seasons change, you are meant to change. You go through cycles and adjustments. And there's no quote unquote same that we're trying to achieve, that we're trying to reach. The number 10 coming in again, 19, 1 and 9 is 10. Let nature be your guide. You are deeply connected to nature, the earth, the energy of Gaia, and all living beings on the earth. All of it is also deeply connected to you. Just as you feel the earth, the breeze, the sunlight, it feels you too. It senses your energy, feels your state, hears your words and prayers, and responds to your thoughts and intentions. Nature responds to you just as much as you respond to it. Nature can move around you, morph, paint pictures in the clouds, sing songs in the wind for you. Faces can emerge in rocks, animals show up for you, a falling star in a perfect moment, and rainbows can be seen through the storm. Nature speaks to you all the time, in the most aligned moment, through the most easy flowing medium. For example, the deer is a magical creature. When a deer shows up on your path, it is a very magical moment. It pauses you and leaves a feeling of awe. You know it in that moment that you are deeply connected and aligned, and all is well. The deer's essence represents peace, calm, strength, awareness, and intuitive knowing. I allow nature to be my guide today. I open, see, and receive. All right, we're going to continue to allow this emotion, these energies to move. And so I'm going to invite you to connect to the point where these energies reside. So we're going to root chakra here. No surprise, right? We've got a lot of pentacles. We've got that earth energy we just talked about. And so you can place one or both hands right on the pubic bone. And you can place a gentle pressure here right on the pubic bone, or perhaps just tap very gently, right? So tapping or gentle pressure, whatever feels best for you, right at the pubic bone. And I'm going to invite you to say the affirmation of these energies out loud with me. I am in touch with my purpose. I'm going to say it 10 times. I am in touch with my purpose. Say it out loud if you can. Your voice is very powerful. I am in touch with my purpose. 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 We're halfway there. 5 more. I am in touch with my purpose. 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 You can relax your hands and arms wherever is most comfortable for you. Take a deep breath in and a slow breath out. We're going to welcome in some gentle, easy movement to connect back to the body, to come fully in with our body, back into the space. Notice your sits bones and the surface that you're seated on. Feeling that support rise up beneath you and meet you exactly where you are today. And then I want to invite you to contract the glutes, contract your sits bones, your sits muscles, hold, and then release. And we'll go back and forth, contracting those glutes, contracting those muscles that we're sitting on for several seconds, and then releasing again into isometric exercises, connecting again with our own roots, contracting the glutes, and release. We'll do one more, contracting those muscles we sit on, the glutes, and relax. All right, we're going to do like a calf raise motion. So come up on your toes, hold that contraction, and then release the heels back down to the ground. So a calf raise, we push the toes into the ground, lift the heels, all right, and then come back down. Back and forth in your own rate, in your own rhythm. Coming up on the toes, lifting the heels, and then dropping the heels back and forth at whatever pace feels best for your body. Do one more round wherever you're at. And then wiggle the toes. Maybe circle the ankles one way and then the other. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes. How do you feel? Hopefully more relaxed. You can share in the comments your experience, or if you have paper near you, perhaps you write it down. Anything you noticed, any physical sensations, any thoughts, any songs that came into your mind, anything at all. Like look at the cabin that you were in. And again, everyone receives differently. So if you don't see anything, there's nothing wrong with you. Perhaps you just received in a different way. And sometimes things come in later. And so I really hope that you enjoyed this practice. You can come back to it again. So we can work with the full moon 3 days before as she peaks, which is today, and 3 days after. So you can come back to this again as needed, especially if you're feeling off or going through like that loss, like Joanna shared, or feeling more emotional and need some extra support. Come back to this and use it. And if you're someone who wants to align with their purpose, you're here for a reason. This is exactly what I do. I help individuals align with their purpose, make money doing what they love, and call in abundance. You're so welcome, Joanna. You so needed this. Yeah. Feel free to schedule a lunar abundance session with me, Joanna, if you would like, which is a free call where we dive into your purpose as outlined in your specific birth chart and talk about how you can align more fully with that. And this goes for anyone. I want to invite you. I have 3 openings left this week for a free lunar abundance call to do just that. Or if you want a personal experience like this, you can drop moon in the comments or reach out to me and we can do a moon session and energy release for you. Bethany, you're so welcome. I'm so glad you're here. Yes, all the good things. And, you know, so many of us here in this space are sensitives, are empaths, and I attract a lot of spiritual entrepreneurs to me. And your light and your love is so needed in this world. People need you and your vision and what you're uniquely called to do. Most likely you are here, you're called to do something in a different way. And part of you is fearful and afraid to do that thing because you haven't seen it anywhere. So you can't use your conditioning to replicate it. There's nothing you're replicating. You're creating something new. And so I work with you part of this process and more to connect with that, to process the emotions and the energies that have been keeping you from that and step into that fully, because that is your intuition guiding you. That is your abundance. And I want to help you see that because I know that you're going to impact the world in a positive way, that you are going to hold space for others to help them heal, to help them better. And it's this beautiful ripple effect that takes the world by storm. And so if you are someone who resonates with this, and again, want a personal session, you can drop moon in the comments or drop lunar in the comments if you would like to join me on a free lunar abundance call where I'll look at your birth chart, dive into your specific purpose as outlined by that and how you can align with that more fully. So sending you so much love and light. I hope everyone had a good holiday season, and I can't wait to bring more of these experiences to you. This is literally my passion and why I am freaking here, to help others just have this beautiful ripple effect go. So Raylene, yes, you're so welcome. Samantha, right on, beautiful. Caitlin, hey, so glad you're here. Sending you so much love and light. I'm off to do a session with a beautiful client. Happy moon manifesting, everyone.